Hey everyone, Kayley here, and today I have this Bohemian braided half updo that I am absolutely in love with. I've seen it all over Instagram this summer with different variations, and I think it's amazing. So I thought I should do a tutorial on it, and I hope you guys like it too. So let's go ahead and get started. For step 1, you're just going to create 2 braids. So I brought all my hair forward, then you're going to pick up a large section of hair near the front, leaving a couple pieces out to kind of frame my face as well. Once you've got your section, go ahead and pull it back to make sure that it looks good once it's swept back. And once you're happy with your section, you are ready to start braiding. This is just going to be a normal 3-strand braid all the way down your hair, or at least until it can reach the back of your head. Once you've braided as far as you need to, you can go ahead and start pulling the braid apart. I do this by pulling on each little piece of the braid to get a lot of volume and softness in the braid. So you can see I'm starting at the bottom and working my way up, and this adds a lot of volume and again just makes this hairstyle a little bit more of a statement. And then before I'm done, I like to go in with both hands and pull on either side of the braid as well. So I pull in each little piece and then I pull on the whole braid, and that is how I get max volume with these braids. And then once you reach the end, you can either secure it with a bobby pin or an elastic. And now you're just going to do the same thing on the other side. So pick up a large section of hair from the front and again leave a couple of pieces out around your face if you want to. And then you're going to begin just doing a normal braid as far back as you need to reach the back of your head. Then go ahead and pull it apart to get that extra volume. And once you've got it nicely pulled apart, you can secure it with a bobby pin or an elastic. And now we are on to the next step, which is creating the half updo. All you have to do for this step is to take your 2 braids that we made, pull them to the back, and secure them with an elastic. Once that's done, take out the elastics or bobby pins at the end of your braids and unravel them. Then, if you want to, you can wrap a small piece of hair around the band of the elastic to hide it. Once I wrapped it a couple of times, I just went ahead and bobby pinned it, and it was okay that the end was kind of sticking out to the side because we're going to braid it in a second. So this is one time where you don't have to be too careful or precise with this method. And now for my favorite step, we're going to create 2 fishtail braids. So you're going to start with the ponytail that we have, and you can add in some hair from the hair that's just hanging around it if you want to make the braid thicker. And then we're just going to make a fishtail braid. So if you need another tutorial on how to do a fishtail braid, I'll link one in the description box. But basically you're just going to do a fishtail braid for about 4 to 5 inches. And you can use kind of big pieces for this too. It'll look really good with that actually. I found that I liked how that looks better than really small pieces. And if your arms are killing you, you can always bring the braid to the side and keep going until you have 4 to 5 inches done. Once that is done, you're just going to pull on this just like we pulled on the previous braid, and once that's done, you're just going to secure it with an elastic. And if you want, you can wrap a small piece of hair around this elastic as well and bobby pin up and into the braid. The bobby pin will hide itself in the braid pretty nicely, so it should be pretty easy to just pop it in there and not have to worry about it. And now we're on to braid number 2. So you're just going to grab that ponytail and fishtail braid it another 4 or 5 inches. If your hair isn't long enough for that, I think just 1 fishtail braid will look great, but if you can go for 2, do it. So get 4 or 5 inches going on that second fishtail braid and then pull it apart and then secure it with an elastic and then wrap some hair around it. I mean, we're kind of on a pattern here, aren't we? A good tip for this last little bit of hair, you're going to wrap it and just keep wrapping it until you have no more hair to wrap and then pin it. That way you don't have any awkward ends sticking out. So this last step is totally optional, but you guys know I like having a little bit of curl on my hair, although I was tempted to leave it straight because it did look really good straight. But I went ahead and used my Crystal Shine and Hold Heat Protection Shine Spray, which is my new very favorite heat protection spray ever. I've been using it all the time. Anyway, I went ahead and used that on my hair, and then I used this Nume Titan 3 iron. I used the 3/4 inch attachment, and I should have used the 1 inch attachment because these curls ended up really tight and I had to brush them a lot. So anyway, I did large sections of hair, curling them away from my face with a little iron. This is one of the tricks from my 5-minute curls video, and it does make the curls happen really, really quickly, and I really love this method. I just wish that I did it with a 1 inch iron because they were really tight and I had to brush them out a lot to get them to loosen up as much as they did. But I did eventually get there, and you have this final look. Again, if you want these kind of curls, I would recommend doing a 1 inch or a 1 1/4 inch iron, not a 3/4 inch iron. And that's the final look. I love how bohemian this hairstyle is. I love that it's just 4 braids put together, but it looks like so much more than that. And I think it can be really impressive without having to spend a ton of time in the morning. I hope that you try out this hairstyle, and I hope that you love it as much as I do. I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!